What's up, guys? Welcome back to Gotians Games. Welcome to a video game review. And today's video, or today's review, we are actually going to be playing and looking at a game that's I initially wasn't even gonna try out, but damn, they got some good marketing. And you know what? This is actually a really, really special kind of game. So make sure you guys are hitting that like button, subscribing if you guys are new, and let's talk about Another Eden. Alright guys, so Another Eden is a mobile RPG, but it's different than a lot of the ones that you may have encountered throughout playing different mobile games. These days, mobile games typically just like straight up go to gacha, and that's it. It becomes like a hero collection game and a grind fest. The stories are usually very lacking if there is a story, and then a lot of times the stories are just very generic. Sometimes it's like, oh, worlds collide, or the main character loses his memory, and like they always default to the same type of tropes in these mobile games. This one, on the other hand, is different. This one is a traditional RPG. You play as a main character, Aldo, and he meets different characters throughout his journey. And as far as the story goes, it's very, very, very Chrono Trigger. He travels through different dimensions that take him through different time periods or alternate realities. And as he goes through each time period, different things get affected, and resulting in characters disappearing, in the story changing. Now, it's a linear story, so your actions don't have like significant effect to it. So I don't want you to think that it's like, oh, you went ahead and you made a mistake, and so now this character's gone. No, that's not how it works. It's all story driven. This game is story driven 100%, and the story is actually really good. Really good. I enjoy it. It's got everything that I could ask for an RPG, and the fact that I say it's a traditional RPG, it is turn-based. You go into combat and you pick your character's turns or their abilities, and then they go ahead and they execute those abilities. Now, there is a repeat option, which is kind of nice, because then they'll just repeat the last action that you gave them, that you told them to do, and if I get into combat, you'd be able to see it. So like I said, it's a traditional RPG. You can go ahead and you choose your character's attacks, each character having their own different attacks. Now, every character is different, which is something that I really, really like. So after you pick your character's abilities, you click on attack, boom, they'll go ahead and execute the attack. Simple as that. It's a traditional RPG. I love it. It's not time-based. It's not, card-based, nothing like that. It is strictly turn-based. Now, you go into your party. You can build your party. There's tons of different characters to choose from. So if I was going to change up a character, I would click on her, and then I have all these characters I can change for that character. Now, I'm not going to say it doesn't have gacha. There is a gacha, but unlike other gacha games, this doesn't throw the gacha in your face. It's over here. They explain it to you one time, and you don't get push notifications for the gacha. You don't get anything like that. But when the gacha does change to a new banner, it will notify you once. That's it. It doesn't notify you every single time you jump into the game. It notifies you one time. That's it. It doesn't push it hard on you, which I really, really enjoy. On top of that, when you do decide to summon on these banners, okay, if you do a multi-summon, it's guaranteed 4-star and up, which is really nice. The 4 stars being the higher characters. Now, there is a chance that a 4-star character, some of them, not all of them, there's a chance that a 4-star character can come as a 5-star already. So if that's the case, that's kind of like a bonus. 5-star characters, there's natural 5-star characters, and those natural 5-star characters are the ones that can benefit from that. So if you get a natural 5-star character and it comes as a 4-star, then that means you got to work a little bit more to unlock that 5-star. On top of that, there is what's called a board system, and the board system is where you go to improve your characters. So this is the main character, Aldo. This is the board system right here. Now, I like this system a lot because as you level up, you gain AP. Now, the AP, or ability points, you use to unlock the different nodes for each character. And then what's really cool is it branches off. So then you get to decide how you want to go about making your character. So, for example, the main character Aldo, for me, I decided to go this route when it branched off. So I could have gone more luck based and speed based, but I decided to go more endurance and power on top of everything else. So, you get to build your character differently. Now, that's not to say you can't go back and do it, because you can. When you level up, you get an ability point. So then you can always go back and go through the other path that you want. But keep in mind, so as you go through, it's going to unlock more and more. So right here, if I want to make him into a 4-star, I need to get these required documents right here in order to do that. Other characters, didn't mean to back up out of that. Other characters, for example, this one right here, she is a natural 5-star, so she has everything unlocked. Now, if I want to go further, I would need to learn certain abilities beforehand, which is always, it's always a nice thing where it's like, okay, you want to learn this skill or you want to improve this skill, you need to learn it first. So as you can see here, the board fills up really, really, really nicely as you get into the 5-star range. Even the 4-star range, to be honest with you. And you see it branches off into different paths, which is really cool, because then it's like, okay, how do I want to build this character? Do I want more damage? Do I want a faster character? Do I want more endurance? How do I want to build a character? And how will it affect my team overall? So that's why I really enjoy this, because you have different options to go through. So on this character right here, he's a ranger. But when he gets to his max level, he becomes a bard. So then he's more of a unit to buff the other units. So then you got to think, do I want to go more damage, or do I want to go more intelligence? I mean, there's always different routes to go through to choose. So right here, I have to decide how I want to go. I'm going to go more power on this one, just because early on in the game, that will help me, earlier rather than later. And then I don't know if you can change it later on. That's not something that I haven't played the game enough to know that. The other thing I like about this game is the quest system. Just like a traditional RPG, and when I say traditional RPG, I mean a console RPG, like, I don't know, Final Fantasy or Wild Arms, traditional games, traditional old school RPGs, not that, action stuff that we have become so accustomed to nowadays. This has quests in it, which you go and you talk to the characters, they ask for your assistance, you go on the quest, and you have to actually backtrack a lot and go through the quest. After completing the quest, you get awarded the chrono, what is it, the chrono crystals? It's not chrono crystals, I forgot what it's called, but you're awarded the currency to do summons for new characters. You're awarded experience points, you're awarded items, you're awarded the gold in this game. And on top of that, the item system in this is interesting. I like it. The weapon shop, in order to unlock other weapons or higher tier weapons, you have to get the items for it. And I like that. But it's different in regards to some other grindy games. This isn't really like a game where you just grind for things. So you go, and just by playing through the game, just running through the field, going to the next area, you're going to encounter monsters. You defeat the monsters drop items. You go to the weapon shop, and automatically, you don't have to select them. It's just junk that automatically gets sold to the weapon shop. And the weapon shop will then unlock new weapons and new armor because you've gotten those items, and now you get to purchase those weapons and armor for your characters. So I really, really enjoy that aspect of the game. There's a lot of charm that goes through this game. The character design, as you can see right here, for me, it reminds me of Bravely Default. Maybe you might not like that cartoonish kind of chibi look, but I actually enjoy it, especially for a mobile game like this. it adds to the charm of it. And then the background designs of everything, it's got kind of a, even though it looks like a 2D platform, it's got depth to it, which is really nice. Chrono stones, that's the currency. It's got depth to it, which is really nice. As you run through the different areas, you go up and down through the fields. So as you can see, I go up and the area kind of curves. And when you look at the background, it moves in a way that it makes it seem like it's got a lot of depth. On top of that, the music is gorgeous. I love the music for this game. Just being in the town, it's beautiful. Going into combat, the music is enticing. You know that you're in a battle. The different fields going from one area to the next. In this case, going from this town to now I'm climbing up a volcano. Look at the depth of the field. It's just beautiful. I love the way they did this game. I'm very, very impressed. You know, as you go through, you encounter new characters. And then on top of that, if you do summon for characters, each character has their own character story. That in order to unlock it, you have to level them up to a certain way, and it unlocks the character story. And as you travel through, you will encounter their story. So that means that if you pull a character later on in the story, and you've leveled them up and you haven't encountered their character story yet, maybe you should backtrack to a prior town that it could unlock it at that point. So it's a really cool system. I really like it. I'm very impressed by everything that's in this game. The combat is simple, it's quick, it's fun, it's flashy. The characters are fun, the story is great. There's a moment that, like, early on in the game too, the game just takes a really, really dark turn. I'm talking like Thanos Snap Infinity War dark. It's I love it. I love it. And I wasn't going to play this game. I said I didn't want to play any more mobile games. But this one is special. This one is special because it's not the mobile games that we have these days, where it's just gacha, spend money, spend money, spend money, collection, and that's it. This has story that's interesting. This has gameplay that's enticing, that gets you lost in the gameplay. Just everything about it's got charm, and I love it. A game that has charm, that has heart, is a special thing, and this one is one that you should not pass off. Play this game, guys. Play it, give it a shot, see how you feel about it. As far as mobile games go, I'm giving this one a 4.8 out of 5 stars. And the only reason is the gacha. I could do without the gacha completely in this type of game. If they wanted to push like a DLC, so to speak, and make it so if we want the new characters, you know, we could just buy the new characters straight up, I'd be okay with that. I would be okay with that. You want to charge me $10 for 2 new characters? You got my money. It's guaranteed to be 2 new characters. You got my money. I would pay $10 a month, or even $20 a month. You give me 4 characters, so that's $5 a character. You're giving me, or if you wanted to do it like this, so if you did like $20 for 5 characters, or $5 per character each, so you get, you know, that like extra character for buying the pack of 4, or, you know, buying the $20 pack. I'd pay that every month. This game is worth it for me because this game has that charm that I've been looking for in a mobile game for so long, and I finally found it. So to the developers of Another Eden, which coincidentally is wow, what's the name of the company? I can't think of the name of the company. Give me a second. I will get that for you, because it's the same. It's Cryware and WFS. I don't know what company that is, but Cryware, if you guys don't know, Cryware developed Dragon Ball Legends, which is better than Dokkan, #bad game, but still not that good of a game in my opinion. But this game, you can tell that they had a lot of thought processing going through this, and it's a special game. For sure, guys, give it a chance. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you guys are new. I'll catch you all in my next video. You guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out, guys.